Morning, everybody. This is Josh here, By Night BBQ. Gonna follow up with some videos we made yesterday. Brisket prep and intro to pork butt. But we're getting a Lane 36, getting ready to go this morning. Got top rack out, won't need it today. Just doing a brisket and a Boston butt. Got a little bit of charcoal ready to go in the firebox there. Got another chimney full going right here. That's what I do. I'll start it off with a chimney full of charcoal, get an instant coal bed, and start laying sticks on it from there, and sticks from there on out. So I ain't using nothing but cheap old Kingsford blue bag. I love Royal Oak, but I mean, all you doing is helping getting your fire started. So I tend to go with whatever's cheapest, and ain't nothing wrong with just regular old Kingsford. You can see the lane now. We got the smokestack damper open. Both the firebox dampers open or closed, and I do this because you throw hot coals in there and you got them dampers open, they'll come out of those dampers, trust me. And I don't like picking up hot coals, so I'll leave them shut till I get coals in it, and I'll open it up, let it start breathing. But we'll pick back up when we get ready to put the meat on. You can see the 84 sitting back there, sitting pretty. But we'll pick back up when it comes time to put the food on. We got the fire going good. All right, guys, we're back. Just got the coals poured in. Like I said, I had a little bit of unlit coal. I pulled out of the performer, threw it down in there in the bottom, and threw a lit chimney on top of it. But from here on out, we'll just start adding wood. And this is what we cook with. About 2 of these an hour. That's a pretty constant 300 degrees. That's all it takes. So we'll just start layering them in and get the temp climbing. So that's how we get the fire started. And once that wood gets hot, it'll start flaming up here in a minute. We'll have fire, and we'll pick back up whenever it's time to put the food on. All right, as you can see now, we got the flames starting to lick up, and she's gonna start drafting. We're gonna go from this smoky mess to clean fire. We pan out this way. You can see it's already starting to draft. It's already coming out of the smokestack. So we'll let it run like this. Firebox door open, firebox damper open, cook chamber door open, and exhaust damper open. And I run all my dampers 100% open all the time. I think with a reverse flow, it's real important to get good airflow. And you just learn to control your fire, or control your heat by the size of your fire. You got a lot of meat on there and it's a cold day, obviously you're going to need a bigger fire. If it's 100 degrees outside and you got some ribs on, you ain't going to need a bigger fire. So that fire gets rolling a little better. Usually my my gauge is when it stops smoking, and you get a clean fire. You usually I like to start closing things down. Close the firebox door and close the cook chamber door. Just let her come on up to temp. But as right now, everything is going to plan. You can see smoke coming in right here. She's starting to draft. You can see smoke coming out of the smokestack. So even right now with everything open, she's drafting the way she should. We'll wait for the temperature to come up, wait for that air to get moving a little better. We'll start shutting things down, and we'll pick up when we put the meat on. All right, we're back. We got the meat on. I lit that fire at exactly 9 o'clock. It is now 10:01, according to the cheap Timex on my wrist. And when I came out here, this pit was sitting at about 340. So in less than an hour, we went from stone cold sitting out here in 20-degree weather to 340 degrees ready to cook. So I like to get a little hot, put the cold meat on, and let the temp come down to where I need to be. Cooking for people like we do catering, I'd much rather things be done a little early than done late. And so if it runs a little hotter than it should and we get done a little early, that's fine with me. So we'll get things settled in, and we'll keep checking on it periodically. I probably won't look at it again until 3 hours or so. We get ready to wrap that butt. But there you go. We'll take a look at the fire real quick. There's your fire. Burning good, burning clean, burning hot. If you look, I got no visible smoke coming out of it. Now you can hold your hand over it and smell it, and that's fine. But no visible smoke, and that's how I like to do it. We keep it clean. We keep the smoke flavor subtle. You know, anybody can smoke anything to death, but you do it to perfection with a clean smoke profile, and you've done something. So we'll check on it later on, and we'll be back. All right, we're back. About the halfway point, about 120. We're going to open it up and probably go ahead and wrap this butt and get this brisket inside, get the point off. But man, look at that. Look at the color on that butt. Got good color on that brisket. We're going to pull this butt off and get it wrapped. We don't want it taking on any more color. It looks good. So we'll pick up inside, and I'll get these burnt ends cut, put the flat back on, and we'll see you inside. All right, we're back in the kitchen. Brisket's looking pretty. Got pretty bark. You can see the juice in it. It's good stuff. So I'm gonna use my phone. So I'm gonna put my phone down and try to give you a decent angle of how I'm gonna get this flat off the point, and I'll put the point back in a pan or the flat back in a pan and put it back on, let it finish, and we'll put the cube up the point, put it in with some of our sauce, and we'll get ready to do that. So let me get this situated. All right, we're back. Here's this brisket looking pretty. I'll take my knife. Speaking of, if you don't have one, get one. This is a Victorinox. This is a cementer, but great knife. Anyways, we're gonna take it down and slice right through this this decal right here. And it should go just like butter. So here's our flat. Put it back in a pan. And here's our point. We're going to cube it up for burnt ends. So just start slicing. You can kind of gauge how thick an inch is. I usually try to do inch by inch, somewhere around in there. Look at that smoke ring. I don't know if you can see that or not, but pretty smoke ring. I'm going to go ahead and start cubing this up. Now, I'm not real particular about my cubes. Like I said, this is just for us, but burnt ends are pretty pretty big hit. Get the moisture in that point. That is pretty. Save that for me. Save both of those pieces actually. So we got our point right there. Hit them with a little bit of sauce. If I can find the kind of sauce I'm looking for. Here we go. Hit them a little bit. Don't take much. A little bit goes a long ways. Because we're going to put these back in, let them take on a little more smoke. Let that sauce caramelize. And that'll be good eating. So, butt's back on and wrapped. And I'm going to get the rest of the stuff situated. And hopefully I'm going to come back for a short time and show you what the finished product is. Alright guys, we're back. Got our brisket off. Pulled off about 203, 204, somewhere around in there. Got our burn ends done. We're gonna slice into this brisket and see what happens. So this is about as real as it gets. I don't know what it's gonna look like, how tender it's gonna be. So we'll see what happens. We got our grain running this way. We'll start slicing and see what happens. Got a decent smoke ring on it. Bending okay. We'll see how it pulls apart. It's a little snap. Maybe a little tight. But say it turned out just fine. Turned out just fine. Especially as far as I'm concerned. See if we can get another slice. Juice coming out everywhere. How's that? A little pull test for you. Bam. Oh yeah. She's good, she's right. A little bit of brisket for you. A little burn ends. Look at that burn end right there. That's it. I've wasted enough time. Enough of your time. We'll see you around the next go round. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. By Night BBQ. Y'all be good.